and welcome to the show. My name is Alex and this is TechFlow. Right, we're reviewing a NAS today, a networked attached storage. So bear in there. Let's do this. Now guys, the real reason why this has taken so long for me to review is because, well, I've had this NAS for a year. And you can't just get a NAS and then review it. I want you to actually use this in my personal life for an extended amount of time before bringing you guys my is it even worth buying a NAS video. Because yes, it will be super simple for me to stand here and read you off the specs of this NAS and what it does, but I want to tell you guys, do you need one? Is it going to function well in your life? What's it going to do for you? So let's do this. So before I get into this review, I want to say that I have had a network attached storage on my network for the past 5 years, but all that has been is a simple hard drive, a 1TB hard drive plugged into my router's USB port, and then my router giving me the option to use it as a NAS, and I was able to have movies on there and stream them to the TVs connected on the network and share files. But a NAS is actually a lot more than that. So this model, the DS416 Play, coming in at Amazon at £383, currently is recording this video. As always guys, pricing and availability down there in the comment section down below. That is coming with no hard drives, just the enclosure. So hopefully this review will help justify that price just a little bit. So first off, let's go over the design, because this is a big unit. In essence, this is a black plastic box with two Synology logos on either side, which intuitively double over as ventilation holes for the two rear-mounted fans. And these fans don't really ever get loud. Next to these two fans on the rear device, we can find 2 gigabit Ethernet ports, a power port, which is a proprietary port by the way, which comes with a rather large power brick, so you're gonna have to function that into your setup somehow as well. It also has Kensington lock capabilities, and then 2 USB 3.0 ports for detaching even more storage. Flipping the unit over to the front, we can see this glossy finish panel that is subject to picking up fingerprints. So once you've got your NAS set up, don't touch it, please. This panel is removable with 4 rubber grommets to hold it in place to stop vibrations, but my god does this thing suck in a lot of dust. I'd say at least once a month you're going to want to turn this thing on and just take a vacuum to it and get all that dust out, because nobody wants dust.
Nobody? No. Dust.
Next to this extremely fingerprint magnety dusty panel which covers the 4 drive bays, we have a couple of lights on the front here. One of them, the top one, is a status lamp, and then underneath that we have specific LEDs for the 4 bays to show hard drive activity. Below that, an extra USB 3 port and a power port. Okay guys, bear in mind this is a NAS. It looks very nice for a NAS, but let's talk about these 4 bays. So removing the front panel that's held in by the grommets, you can find the 4 bays, and in mine I have a 6TB drive, a 3TB drive, and then another 3TB drive, and then a 2TB drive, totaling me with 14 terabytes of storage. Now this NAS can go up to 40 terabytes of storage, so it's a lot of storage. And one thing I really liked about the drive, coming from a newbie myself, last year I was new to all of this NAS stuff, the drives are toolless entry. So you put the drives in the cages, snap in the sides without the use of tools, and then just simply slide the drives into the NAS bay. Really simple and really intuitive. So you're probably thinking to yourself, Alex, in essence I'm buying a plastic box for almost £400. Am I being ripped off? And you're not.
What's in the box?
Introduce the Disk Station Manager. So when you first enter the DSM or Disk Station Manager, obviously it's going to ask you to set up your NAS, and this is where it asks you to choose your RAID configuration. Now Synology let you do any RAID under the sun, but by default it comes with what Synology call the Synology Hybrid. Now this is really good for those newbies like I was this time last year, because it has a 1 drive redundancy, which is absolutely awesome. Furthermore, it lets you add further drives down the line. So say if you wanted to start out with a couple of 1TB drives, you could then go ahead further down the line 6 months later and add a 10TB drive if you wanted. Really cool stuff. Thanks for that, Synology. Now talking about that hefty price tag, again, it's not the hardware that you're paying for here, in my personal opinion. It's this incredible software that comes along with it. So you access the DSM by your web browser. It'll go through the updates, it does it all automatically, absolutely brilliant. Once you've got your RAID configuration set up, you can then go ahead and start installing apps onto the Synology drive through the DSM, the Disk Station Manager software, and it's absolutely awesome. So Alex, what apps do you use and how are you using your Synology drive? And mainly, I just use this thing as a simple NAS, network attached storage, and that's what it is. On my Windows-based machines, in the My Computer portion, I can double click on my NAS and it will just show me all of my folders and files. I can manually drag things in here and take things back out, watch films on smart connected TVs, access it via the Finder on my Mac, do the exact same thing, navigate the drive, navigate the folders, absolutely everything. I have a library full of movies which I can stream through FTP. That is the main reason as to why I use my NAS, to share movies. And in my testing, doing multiple 1080p and 4K streams to smart TVs and laptops around the house, I managed 8 1080p streams before I started to see lag, and I also managed 4 4K streams to 4K TVs and laptops without seeing lag. And I've also managed to edit A7S 4K footage recorded at 100 megabits a second in Premiere Pro without stutter. This thing works hard and does it well. Over a gigabit network, I was seeing transfer speeds of about 120 megabits per second. But there's a few other things as well. You can actually set up different users on this thing. So if you're in a large family, you could allocate a certain amount of the drive, let's say 500 gigs, and give someone their own username and password. So on a computer downstairs, that computer can have its own section of the NAS as to where they log in with their username and password, and they have a 500 gigabyte space to play with, move files to and from the NAS, like a virtual space. And that is also really cool if you have a large family. Another main plus as to why I love this Synology drive is it's super easy to allocate a little bit of space, and on mine I have 700 gigabytes to my time machine capsule. So every night when I come in and I plug in my computer or my MacBook to charge, it automatically, as it's connected to my Wi-Fi, backs itself up seamlessly without me even knowing to the Synology NAS. I love it. It's like a local iCloud backup. Mad. As well as all of this, you can link your cloud services or your cloud drives, i.e. Dropbox or Google Drive, to your Synology drive, so you have a local backup of your Dropbox or your online storage. And I'm a massive user of Dropbox, so this is absolutely awesome to me, having my Dropbox constantly being backed up automatically to my Synology NAS. Furthermore, I use one of Synology's 1,000 apps called the cctv app, and this is incredible. So if you guys have any IP network cameras around your home, and just to test this out, I just bought these to test it. I bought two £50 FOSS cameras, and these are wireless IP connected cameras. You connect to your Wi-Fi, and they're just rubbish, really. They don't have any purpose to me. But couple them with this Synology drive and tell the Synology drive their IP address. The Synology drive can actually find the cameras, live view the cameras, and then also be a full-on CCTV system, recording all the cameras that you have, all of these IP cameras, to the NAS. And you can even live view them to your phone. If you guys have a medium to large home or a medium to small sized business and you're looking for a NAS, look no further than this DS416 Play. I absolutely love it. Mine has been Alex, this has been TechFlow. We'll see you in the next one.